Hi, Sagittarius. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my twin flames. Let's see what's going on with your twin flame connection, where this connection is headed, any guidance Spirit has for you. We've got some love messages from your twin today. Let's just jump right in and see what we have. If you're new, welcome. I'm so grateful that you came across my channel or finding this for the first time. I am a psychic medium. This will be a channeled message. I'm a professional, intuitive, life and love coach full-time. I will put all my information in the description below. Let's get these jumpers. Okay, I'll take it. Let's see. I've got endings, a change, a transformation. I've got false friends, dishonesty, hidden agenda, special occasion, a special time, and a celebration. And let's get one more. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see what we have. And I have lacking, unavailable, and incomplete. I'm missing the piece of my puzzle. Okay, so maybe Spirit will have some good news for us. Maybe we have a celebration coming, all right? Maybe Spirit says, you know, the changes that you made, the people that you were hanging out with in the past, maybe the circle of friends wasn't working, but maybe we have something for you. Maybe my twin is ready to arrive or is just arriving, and Spirit's saying, one more, please. I have a phone call. Expect a phone call. So maybe we're ready to hear. It just came into me as good news. So if you've been waiting to hear from somebody, maybe you've come across somebody that you have a good vibe with, and I feel that maybe we're going to be hearing from this person. So the missing piece of the puzzle, Spirit, what do you have for my Sagittarius? What do you want them to know? Maybe we're going to be hearing from our person. I have a 7 of Swords. I have a 3 of Cups. I have a 6 of Swords. And I have a Magician. Okay, so, you know, what I love about a couple things happened is I love the sense of you being smart enough to move on from a situation that wasn't for you. Okay, either you knew in your heart it wasn't for you, you moved on, somebody wasn't, you know, it didn't work, whatever. All right. When you get in that boat with that 6 of Swords and you get to the other side, it's almost like a promise from Spirit that I have something so much better for you. The Magician is coming into me, 3 of Cups and a Magician. So I have, there's my celebration again. Okay. I have somebody magical literally coming in, and that's how I would describe my twin. Okay. When my twin arrives, you feel euphoric. You feel like it's a dream. You feel like it is surreal. You feel like this is too good to be true. Because you're so in alignment with your twin. You're so similar. Your paths have been so similar. Your commonalities, the synchronicities in your relationship. And when you meet them, it's just you're in sync already with them. So you did yourself a favor with picking yourself up and moving on, whatever that means to any of you, because your twin has been out there looking for you, searching, maybe working really hard to find you. For some of you, you may not have met your twin yet. Okay. You may be looking for your twin still. It's a long journey to find this twin. You know they're out there. Some of you may have are celebrating because you've met them, but maybe it took a long time to find this person. A Knight of Wands, that instant connection, that physical connection. I knew the moment that I saw you. I knew that you were something special, something different. And I do feel like this person is not only your twin, but I don't know. It is a little bit of a a hero feeling for some reason. Either they want to be your hero. Here's like this, maybe they're rescuing you from something as far as you're coming out of a place in your life that was a tremendous battle for you, or you had just gone through some kind of tremendous battle. But there is this incredible feeling of like, let me be your hero. Let me step to the plate and be there for you. Let me show you that there's someone that loves you unconditionally, or not that you need, I always like to say, not that you ever need anybody, Sagittarius, to take care of you, but there are people that come into your lives that it's just who they are, and it's their way of proving to you that they really are attracted to you. They really want you in their life, and they become a little bit of this like hero image. And it is a little bit of like, I want to save you feeling. And they may truly are. They could be saving you emotionally. They could be pulling you out of something that was very difficult, a very difficult time in your life. And they came into your life and they became the person that you could talk to about anything, or they were always there for you. They would take your call any time of day. They advised you maybe on a situation. So there is this sense of I mean, it sounds corny, but there is a sense of let me be your hero, without, starting to sing. But it is the sense of let me be your hero. And they feel good about themselves because they can help you. I daydream about you. Sometimes it's sexual. Other times I just visualize our future together. I love that. I could stop this reading just with this card, because that tells me two things. That tells me that not only am I physically attracted to you, but I want more. Okay. I want us to share a life together. I want to hold you in my arms. I want to plan a future with you, so it's not just a physical connection. They're thinking about a future. I wish you could see that we are mirroring each other right now. And there's pros and cons to that. The person who can finish your sentence, the person who can look at you across the room and read your mind literally, like you look across a party or you're at some kind of event together, and they just, that by their look that it's time to go. So you try to give them you give the excuse and say, oh, well, we have to go now, and like you're reading your person's mind because your person can't wait to get out of there, right? So that kind of stuff is fun, when you're in such sync with each other. It's synergistic. You can read each other's mind with just an eye contact, body language, a smile. It's just so awesome. When I look into your eyes, I see the universe and it activates me. Twin flames are created as a divine connection. It is a it's predestined because you were created and then you were separated and then you find each other again. So there is this incredible, overwhelming, I don't care how spiritual you are. I don't care what level of divination you are into. It's just, it is this incredible feeling of, I just know that you were meant to be put in my life. I just know that there isn't anyone else in this universe that is like you, or that this connection could compare to. So once you meet that twin, because it's so intense, it's really hard after you meet your twin to be in love with a different person, because that twin is so intimate on so many levels. The psyche connection, our paths, we feel like our paths could have crossed 1,000 different times, but they never did. You know, sometimes you'll hear stories about twins that, you know, they picked the same college. They were in college together at the same time, but they never met when they were in college. They met after college. Or they went to the same high school, but they didn't know each other in high school and they didn't meet until years later, you know. So you hear all kinds of stories about like twins having very similar paths, but they didn't cross that path until the timing was right. I feel abandoned. I often feel like others let me down. My twin isn't going to let me down. Now, that is kind of tying into my hero feeling. Um, my I feel like maybe someone is coming out of something and that twin steps in and says, I get it, but I want to be here for you when you're ready. I want to be in your life. So I just feel like they understand that abandonment feeling. Communication. Neither one of us is being honest right now. Why are we afraid to express ourselves? One of you may be holding back. The number 5 is jumping out for, you know, could be the month of May, could be we've known each other 5 weeks, 5 months, I don't know. But the 5th of the month, I don't know. This sense of one of us is afraid to express the feelings, you know, like you know, sometimes people don't say they love each other until like one says it, and then it kind of goes on like forever. Like, well, he hasn't told me how he feels. Well, then tell him. No, I'm going to wait for him to tell me. You know, like they have to say it first. You know, so then it becomes like a little bit of a tit for tat or a tug of war or a holding back. I feel the chemistry between us. We need to trust that the energy we share will bring us back together again. For some of you, it could be a twin flame in separation, not necessarily a separation in this lifetime. But again, we were created in this divine energy. We were separated. And now, even though our paths could be parallel, we haven't crossed paths yet. So spirit will bring us back together, and that is that explosion that happens, that amazing contact of I just am so in love with you, usually right out of the gate. This divine energy flows in each of us. This energy is the catalyst to our reunion. We just need to allow this energy to work its magic. So as it comes into us, we just allow it to flow into us. Twins have a tendency to push each other away because it's so intense. So you'll hear stories about we had, you know, a one night stand, we had a fling, and then we didn't talk to each other for a while, but I never got that person out of my head. I couldn't ever stop thinking about that person. So you'll hear, you know, stories about that. And usually it's because we're just so afraid that, you know, this one's tucked in. Let's grab this one. You're projecting your own fears and limitations onto me. Go within to understand that you are seeing yourself, not me. The fears come forward, the mirroring each other with our own fears. Okay, so yeah, let's keep going. I have a 10 of Wands. 3 of Cups. I have a celebration coming. I think we're either meeting this person now or this person's just coming into our lives, because I feel like the weight on your shoulders for so long has been lifted. And I feel like this person comes into your life when, I don't know, this sense of wisdom comes in, right? This sense of, I'm attracted to you. I can see that you're struggling. I can see that things are hard right now. And not that they're trying to tell you what to do or, you know, fix everything for you. But it is this sense of, I don't know, they feel secure to me. They feel strong to me. I listen to their guidance. I look forward to our conversations. They're in tune to what I'm going through. They accept what I'm going through. And I just feel this sense of comfort. I feel not only am I physically attracted to this person, but emotionally and intellectually, I'm bonding with this person like I've never bonded with anybody else. Maybe you are very, very open to share with them. Maybe you're very vulnerable with them. Maybe you usually hold back in relationships and usually you're really guarded, but in this case you find yourself just kind of letting go and being, like, I don't know what it is about this person, but I've only known them for a very short period of time and I trust them. I trust everything. I trust everything about the connection. So it is a very intimate connection very quickly on so many levels. They are waiting for you. Some of you haven't met your person and they're waiting for you. They're searching for you now. I always like to say that because it makes me feel like there's somebody out there in the universe. 444 on the clock while I'm recording this. You have an angel number coming in. I always feel like if you haven't found your twin, that there's this sense of either they're waiting for you to cross your path with them, or they're literally searching for you also. Okay. You're very special. The number 21. I still don't have all the answers. I'm still searching for answers. Maybe they're going through something. Maybe they're trying to just, get on the right path so that they're more in alignment with you. It could be going on also. Gossip only hurts more. I don't know. Listen to your heart. Let's get a couple more and let me hold you. They want to hold you. They want to hold you. The gossip. There's something going on with this feeling of, you can tell me that I want to go back to that hero feeling I had. There's something going on with maybe you or them have a tendency to not talk about a certain phase of your life. Okay. Maybe it's a painful phase of your life, something you're embarrassed about or ashamed of, or you just don't want anybody to know about. And when I did this, like gossip, not so much gossip, but I'm afraid that if I talk about it, one, I'm either opening up these horrible wounds that I have been working on getting rid of, or I just don't want anybody's impression of me to be different because of what they say. I feel like this person, your twin, you don't even hesitate to share this, whatever it is, with them. You come right out of the gate and tell them. And they're like, okay, that's fine. I get it. I'm glad you shared that with me. Another waiting. Wait for me. Wait for me. Lots of sevens. Wait for me. I'm going to be addicted to you. I like that card. I mean, it's a devil card, but it's a little bit of I'm going to be so into you that your head is going to pop off. I'm going to be so into you. I'm terrified. Okay. I get it. When you are so into somebody, and this person could be in some of your lives now. I mean, I absolutely, you could be already here. When I'm so addicted to you, and all I do is think about you, and all I do is fantasize about you or panic at the thought of losing you, something like that. It is terrifying. It is terrifying. And maybe there's never been anybody in your life. Maybe you've always had relationships, but you were always like, if it doesn't work out, okay. but this person, if it doesn't work out, like just the thought of it is so devastating. Think before you act, watching your words, listening. I have a no. Maybe you push this person away. That came into me a little bit of a, maybe they came into your life very quickly. Maybe they came into your life, like I said, that one night stand or a hookup or something that you're not proud of, or just whatever, some kind of physical connection. And maybe you push them away. Maybe you push them away after that. You have so many choices and options. Maybe you thought that that's all it was going to be, but you can't stop thinking about this person. Maybe I thought it was just going to be casual, and it's for whatever reason, this person's gotten under your skin. And yeah, there's other people, but there's nothing that I've felt this intense with. So some of you may have gone through some kind of I don't know, a little bit of high drama at the beginning of this connection, I guess. A little bit of a, like that was crazy. What were we thinking? What were we doing? But at the end of the day, I can't stop thinking about this person. I can't get this person out of my system once I meet them. I desire them. I daydream about them. I fantasize about them. I will say that. And they probably fantasize about you. I have a butterfly. I like this word development. Of course, we're changing, we're growing, we're going to transform. We want to be in a healthy relationship. We don't want to be in just kind of this crazy, wild sexual relationship. We want to be in a healthy relationship. We want it all. And I did have that card in the beginning, which told me that this person wanted more than just a physical connection. Grapes. Grapes grow kind of wild. And I mean, there's lots of them. There's lots of fruition with grapes, right? Let's keep going. I have risky. There is a part of me that feels like we pushed each other away. I think that you guys had a rough start. You might have a rough start even. So I feel like it's like this person either scares me to death because it's so intense, or I'm so attracted to them, or, it was such a wild kind of crazy lovemaking the first time we were together, or they just turned me on so much that there's like, it can't be a normal relationship. But I do think that it's worth it. We're on an incredible voyage. Look at that sailboat. Get ready to sail. Get ready to sail. All right. So there's a little bit of a risk. There's a little bit of a, I don't know, maybe you feel like they're, I don't know, that they're not going to want a commitment, or that that's not their MO, that they're more of a player or something like that. So maybe you try to stay, clear of them. Maybe you put some distance between the two of you because you're like, it's just going to be this kind of a crazy, wild affair. They're not going to want more. This isn't, how normal people feel. But twin flames are different. Just keep that in mind. Twin flames literally can't keep their hands off of each other. And then it's a combination of, I can't get you out of my mind. Okay, so it's not just a hot affair. A hot affair has sex, and then they can go about their day and not be thinking about you constantly. A twin flame is like, I want to be physical with you, and then when they're not with you, they can't get you out of their head. It's constant, like to the point where you think there's something wrong with you guys. I have a temperance. I want balance in my life. So you're probably scared of it. Here's a tower. I have a sun, and I have a magician. Yeah, this person's energy, I mean, again, that hero feeling. Let me be your hero a little bit. Maybe we're coming out of something. Maybe you're like, I can't afford to take the risk of having another broken heart. And that's the energy came in so fast and furious and overwhelmed you, and you just put on the brakes and you say, I just don't know if I can handle another broken heart. And then the twin in you starts to recognize that you guys really do balance each other. You balance each other, and it's almost an awakening with that sun. The sun, of course, is a new beginning, but it's so much more than that, right? It's think of just the sun in the universe, right? It helps things to grow, and it lightens up everything. It's like it's so much more. But this awakening happens with, I feel that this is my other half. I mean, that is what's going to start to happen. I feel like this is my other half, and I am, probably scared to death of it when it first comes in. I do feel like it's fast. I do feel like it's fast and furious, which might knock you both like for a loop. Both may be saying this is crazy. No, people don't fall in love this fast, or um, we shouldn't be feeling or talking about our future. We just met, but it does happen. It absolutely happens. Just remember, this is your other half of your soul. So to fall in love with the other half of your soul quickly is not surprising, right? It's just that is a spiritual idea versus how we live and how we're raised in reality. Okay. So most of us don't walk around saying, oh, my twin flames out there, and, I know they're searching for me. Like, that's not how we talk. We talk, like normal human beings in this material world. And we say things like, wouldn't it be nice if I found somebody? Right. So, what is going on in the spiritual realm and what is going on in your dating life are two different things, right? So it's kind of interesting. I'm going to be loyal to you and only you. I love that. I'm loyal to you. I'm searching for you. I've waited so long to meet someone just like you, right? I also, this sense of there will be no comparison. There'll be no comparison. There's nothing else. They check all the boxes. I will love you with all of my heart. Here's the sun, right? Here's the sun. I will love you with all of my heart. I mean, this awakening feeling, everything about me is awakened. Sky is bluer, grass is greener, the birds are chirping, right? So I'm just going to love you with all my heart. And I just know that you're out there. I just know that you're out there. So, or like I said, some of you may be feeling this already. If you are, comment below. Let me know that you've met your twin and you are feeling all these things. And it was fast and furious. I will be calling you soon. I had that telephone in the beginning, right? Maybe we have a crush on this person. I'm asking others about you. Maybe you cross paths with this person. You're wondering, am I going to hear from them again? Because I did feel this little bit of a push. I did feel this. I pushed them away because I was scared, or they pushed me away because they were scared. And now we're both trying to figure out. I love this. I'm ready to start this journey with you. I'm ready. If they are truly, if they're true, I mean, that, of course, that's my sun card again. But if they're truly a magician, right, they're going to make it happen. They're going to find you. You guys are going to figure this out. And my magician, we had even said, like, this is going to feel magical, right? It's going to feel surreal. I love this. I'm ready to start this journey with you. And a twin flame journey is going to be a lot. It's a lot. It's a big deal because not everybody gets to find their twin in their lifetime. So if you find your twin in your lifetime, it is going to be a big deal. It's going to be incredible, and you're going to know it. You're just going to say, I feel it just feels different. I don't know why. All I know is that I felt an instant connection to this person and I'm just so in love with them. Page of Wands, instant feelings, right? Instant feelings, instant attraction, could be love at first sight, all of those things. An Ace of Pentacles. I feel lucky that I feel like I'm holding you, I don't know, close to my heart chakra. I mean, right in the center here, right? So I just feel lucky that you've come into my life. I just feel blessed. I feel lucky. Three of Wands, you're the only person I'm thinking about a future with. You start to daydream about this person. Bottom of the deck, Spirit just said, we are destined to be together. So you start to think like you came into my life and all I think about is you, my page, right? I mean, I'm attracted to you. I don't know what is going on with us. All I know is that I have tremendous feelings for you. I'm totally into you, right? And also this feeling, I feel like I want to sing that song, Let Me Be Your Hero. I feel like for some of you, this person really goes out of their way to help you with some kind of situation in your life. And maybe that's how they come into your life. Maybe that is how you guys start. You start out as, you know what, they were really there for me. They were really there for me during a transition period of my life, or they really stepped to the plate to show me they wanted to be in my life. And they proved it by doing these certain actions. So there's very much a feeling of your twin wanting to rescue you, make you feel secure, make you feel loved, and be there for you. So that is beautiful in it of itself. This is gorgeous, my Sagittarius. We are going to put this out into the universe, and I'm going to ask Spirit to continue this connection or bring this connection to you, either way. But it's going to be awesome. It's going to be a beautiful journey together. So that's what we're going to focus on. I want to thank Spirit for this reading today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can go to my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com.